job. And welcome everybody to tonight's non-conference matchup here on Zaleski Sports between the Central Wisconsin East Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds and Central Wisconsin South Pacelli Cardinals. Katie Lecton, Brendan Retzloff here for tonight's game. Pacelli ranked 17th on our statewide polls. As for Iola-Scandinavia, sitting at 0-9 this year, 0-4 in conference play under Joel Biadish, trying to figure out who this team really is after losing a bunch of their seniors from last year and going off of a conference championship. But introducing tonight's starting lineups, starting with the Pacelli Cardinals, will be the senior number 1, Casey Vaughn, a junior number 2, Katie Elka, a freshman number 22, Jaden Droik, a junior number 24, Kaylin Yenter, and a sophomore number 33, Ella Van Order. And now it's on to the starting lineups for the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds. Starting sophomore number 2, Katie Rosenthal, a sophomore number 4, Maya Munoz, a senior number 10, Abby Iserman, a senior number 12, Macy Heschke, and to round off the 5, a junior number 21, Mackenzie Bonikowski. Interesting game that we have here tonight because Coach Allison Smodlik out with COVID, and we have 2 co-coaches for the Pacelli Cardinals for tonight, Matt Steyer and Jane Elliott as the co-coaches. It will be Bonikowski and Yenter for the tip-off, and the Cardinals will take the opening tip. It will be Droik right away with a 3-ball, trying to let it rain. No good. Rebound put back up by Yenter. First 2 points of the game for the Cardinals. Pacelli in red, Iola-Scandinavia in white here for tonight. 6 days until Christmas. Megan Bonikowski, or Mackenzie Bonikowski, excuse me, puts this one up and in to tie things up at 2. First 30 seconds, both of these teams playing a really fast tempo from what we're seeing in Yenter. Back up again. First 4 points of the night go to her. Tip pass out of bounds. Nice deflection on the defensive end there by Vaughn. .7:13 to go. Like I said, Iola-Scandinavia is 0-9 in play. They average 31.3 points a game. As for Pacelli, who averages just over 50 per game, but Pacelli's riding that 4-game hot winning streak. It is just a lot of fire and flames right now for the Cardinals, coming off wins against Pittsville and Tri-County this past week. For this team, ranked 17th on our polls for Zaleski Sports. Droik out on the corner to Van Order, kicks it up top. Yenter passing around to Elka, pass tipped, and another turnover here early on in this game tonight. Pacelli went off of a 43-36 win against Pittsville, and then a just dominating fashion statement win against Tri-County, 70-7. Almost football scores a 3-pointer. Dropping dimes is Casey Vaughn. 7-2 early on. Midcourt pressure applied. Nice pass inside of Droik. Up and under for another deuce. And this was the key that I was asking earlier tonight with Matt and Jane. I was asking them, how are they going to play their defense and how are they going to score tonight? They wanted to score in transition, and we've already seen a couple of transition baskets and a lot of great defensive pressure. First foul of the night, though, coming on Van Order here, and it will be 2 free throws for Katie Rosenthal. First one just missed off the back end. Today's game is presented by Point Heating. Point Heating and Cooling in Stevens Point and Plover, with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. Bonikowski with another board. This time it's a turnover, though, and Droik will lead it down the floor. Pass to Vaughn, inside to Elka. Elka could have put it up right away, kicks it back out, though. And Pacelli resets things. Little hesitation. The dribble drive, penetration, tough pass down to the lane, out of bounds, last touched by the Thunderbirds. 15:30 remains here in this first half. 9-2 our score. Elka back to Droik. Couple of dribbles, kicks it out. 16-foot J, no good. And almost a tie-up, but nice ball control from Maya Munoz. And a turnover. Vaughn, the senior, takes it up with the left. Casey Vaughn really starting to show her stars and stripes here as we're getting close to the midpoint of the season, even though these teams have only played around 3 conference games. 4 conference games. That is. Iserman to inbound to Prince. Prince is wearing that little ankle brace on her right leg, so that was from one of her ankle injuries she had early on, or earlier here in the season, but they are missing one of their star players, Madeline Mooch. As a player falls to the floor, back up and in is Vaughn again, and just like that, Casey Vaughn has 7 points out of the team's 13, and a timeout wants to be taken here by Coach Biotish, and that will bring us to our first break. 13-2 our score, 14:29 to go here on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
And welcome back, everyone. Today's game is presented by Egg Country. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford today. Hot start here in this first 3:30 for the Pacelli Cardinals, ranked 17th on our polls, and only 2 players have scored thus far for them, but Casey Vaughn with 7, and Yenter already adding up to her point total as well. This one goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Cardinals. But as I was referring to earlier, once we started, Matt Stayer and Jane Elliott were talking about how they want to score points in transition here tonight, and definitely start off with that 3-2 mid-court pressure, and we are really seeing it, and it is shining bright right now for the Cardinals. Droik. She's going to get called for a travel violation before any other call was made, and I think that one might have been the right call by the officials. Good job being on top of that one and ready for it. Nice deflection. Once again, the mid-court pressure is right there. Bonikowski might have traveled with it, and that is what they're going to get her for. But earlier on in the season, Jaden Droik, the star freshman of this team, set a program record for most points set by a freshman in a game, scoring 29, and that was against Manawa. But then she's been averaging around 20, 25 points per game since then. So, I mean, Pacelli has a lot of that young gun potential in them too, and Yenter gets fouled as she drives up. So she'll go to the free throw line as Munoz gets called for her first foul of tonight. It's an 11-point lead already for Pacelli. Make that 12. And it's a lot of this team, a lot of the younger people on this team that are just really getting things done. But, I mean, it's not even just that. A lot of them have really built that synergy and have gotten used to playing these games together. Because typically it can take you a decent amount of time as a team to, like, develop that connection with your older and younger players. But Pacelli's doing a really great job. And under the Allison Smoglik era of this team, I mean, being 7-1 overall is an outstanding start. Following a season last year that, I mean, wasn't to the most of its potential, but it was certainly getting ready to build. Ella Van Order being one of those really big pieces in last year's season. As this one goes out of bounds, it will stay with Pacelli. Today's game's brought to you by Maida. Get your customized uniforms, team shirts, school apparel, and so much more from Maida Custom in Stevens Point. Vaughn inbound. Pionic, and it's the dish to Van Order. Van Order couldn't get it to roll in, and now the ball is just getting out of control, but trying to set things back up. Hesitation, dribble drive. Inside, foul call, shot made, but we'll see if this basket will count. It might have been on the floor first. They're going to call this a basket, so an and one opportunity for the freshman. Nicely executed by Jaden Droik. And gets this one to go. So Pacelli, also, this team is cleaning up a lot on their turnovers early on in the season. At about a -20 turnover rate, and things have really cleaned up since their loss against Greenwood, where free throws were their problem in that game, but right now they're starting off really nice. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. And a 16-point lead early on. High arcing free throw from Bonikowski there. Bonikowski, the second leading scorer of this team. Couldn't even get lucky with that one to go in. Thought it was going to drop. Pionic, nice hands there. Work it around. Out of bounds again. We'll stay with Pacelli. Cash in to check in. Van Order will take a seat. Has one foul total tonight. Vaughn, bounce pass inbounds, and the basket. Easy one for Droik again. Trying to work around that midcourt pressure are the Thunderbirds, and they did it well that time and banked it in is Bonikowski. Both of these teams are playing extremely fast, though. Quite a surprise to see this Pacelli team playing with this much intensity right now. Got called for a travel there. It was Droik. That one almost looked like it was clean, but she might have just taken that step just before she made that first dribble. High pass, this one intercepted by Cashin. Cashin's got Vaughn down low. Vaughn to put it up too strong. Bonikowski with the physicality there. Rosenthal to take it up the floor. Munoz on the double team. Work it around the perimeter here. Bonikowski again, one step, puts it up, no good. Rebounded for Pacelli. Pionic with the rebound, and a reach-in foul got called. Maybe one of those unnecessary fouls, and it's on Munoz again. That's her second. I think Ava Prince is going to check in for her. Biotish talking to her probably about there's no need to execute a foul like that when the other team already has the ball and there's just not much you can do about it. Set things back up. On the corners, Yenter, and she gets called for a double dribble here. A 16-point comfortable lead for Pacelli. A tie-your-shoot timeout. I didn't know that those were still granted to the players. And after tying her own shoe, well, once you're done tying your shoe, you're going off the floor. So Van Order is back in for Yenter here, and pass deflected again. Vaughn using her speed up the floor to get another deuce. Casey Vaughn playing extremely well right now here tonight. The senior captain of this program. 18-point lead for the Cardinals. Looking like they're in mid-season form right now. Vaughn kicks it down low. Van Order spins, hook around. This one might have been tipped and taken up the floor, rebounded by Bonikowski. Rosenthal picks up her dribble and right through the hands of Prince. And Pacelli will get it right back. Briley Judd sets to check in for Heschke. Heschke taking a seat. Droik over to Vaughn. And right now, what Iola-Scandinavia is doing, they're trying to play that 3-2 and then switch to the man defense. And clearly right now what we see is them playing man after just getting absolutely beaten on the 3-2. This one tipped. Van Order's got back up top, playing as the point guard. Vaughn around the corner. Back to the key and Cashin. Hands it off. Spin move from Droik. Couple of dribbles. Can't really find any players open. A high arcing shot, no good and out of bounds, and it will stay with Pacelli. Droik might have taken a shot to the face there. As she checks out, first time checking out here in tonight's game. Nice inbound pass to Van Order. 4 Cardinals are on the board. 24 points here in this first half. Outstanding play. And this might be a foul here. We'll see if it's on Vaughn or Van Order. They're going to say it's on Van Order, and that's her second one. But today's game is brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate. Andy Hoff and Sidney LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate Group are your local Stevens Point realtors. That's Andy Hoff and Sidney LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate. Briley Judds converts her first. Second one just rolls right out there and rebounded for Van Order. Yenter to take it up the floor. Cash into Yenter again. Almost had it to go. That would have been a really nice double clutch pass right there. Being really quick with the hands, and Bonikowski looking to find a gap to shoot from. Out of bounds it goes, and it will stay with the T-Birds. Like I said about this Thunderbirds team, they're coming off of a dominant team last year, but losing so many players on their team. Bonikowski able to make that one. But I'm going to try to pull up their 2022-2023 season because it was an outstanding season from Joel Biadish's team. 19-6 overall. This team averaged 52 points per game. And, I mean, it's just a fantastic season for them. Just finished behind Bonduit and Wittenberg-Burnham Wood for that conference title. And once again, just adding on to the point total is Casey Vaughn. 13 points for the senior tonight already here in this first half. And, I mean, so far in the season, we haven't seen her shoot the ball that often. She's typically the one to pass it around, but she's really showing confidence getting the ball out of her hands. The three from Pionic. Dropping pieces of beauty right now are the Pacelli Cardinals, up 31-7 with 7 minutes to go here in this first half. You're watching Girls High School Basketball here on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
And welcome back, folks, here in this first half of play. 7 minutes remains. So we're here in the first 11 minutes of play. 31 points for this Pacelli Cardinals team, led by the 13 points from Casey Vaughn. And following that is Kaylin Yenter with 8 more on the board. And Pacelli also 3 for 3 from the free throw line, just playing some outstanding basketball. And, I mean, if you talk about this team in their last season, I mean, 7-1 currently on the season, but we're going to go back to their 2022 season. Different head coach, different type of play style that they had. And overall, I'm trying to pull up their statistics here. The team was 12-14 on the year. This team's already 7-1 this year. So just the amount of changes that were made to get to the point of success that they're at, it doesn't just take one person. It takes an entire team to do it. Bonikowski able to get another basket. Bonikowski leading the Thunderbirds in scoring here tonight with 8 out of the 9. Yenter gets fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line once again. But Pacelli was 12-14 last year. They did finish third in conference play. And I think this conference this year is going to go down between Allman Bancroft and the Pacelli Cardinals. It will be a pretty exciting finish that we're going to see. But there's plenty of season to go. Yenter converting here on this one. 3 for 3 tonight is the junior. Just a little too much on that one. Just a really big turnaround in this program. And considering that you have these younger players like Van Order, and once again, that pass from Van Order to Yenter was just beautiful for 2 more. 34-9, and Still applying that same midcourt pressure, and it is just working. The 3-on-1 off the floor in the chemistry. Boom, bang, boop. Not even sure how right now the Thunderbirds are really able to get those points that they have on the board with how great this Pacelli defense has been right now. Rebound once again. Up the floor, and Pionic again up with the left. No good. Rebounded for Droik for an easy putback. Scoring in transition. That is exactly what Pacelli has been able to get done here tonight. Matt Stater and Jane Elliott wanted that from this team, and right now they're really showing it. And one opportunity here for Judds. Yenter gets called for the foul on the shot. Yenter checks out. Haley Shizitsky ends up entering for Pacelli. 38-12 now. Elka up top. Work it around. Look at that. Getting under the swim move. Almost like a defensive back. Trying to get the sack on a quarterback. Shrike using her tall frame to somehow work underneath the smaller body of Prince there. But what a first half right now we're seeing from the Cardinals. The long three ball, no good from Rosenthal. Rebounded for Bonikowski into the lane. And she's doing really good at that here tonight. Working the basketball down in the paint and being able to just find some space in a crease and get that shot off and convert. She's doing really good at that. Back out. Elka, the 16-foot J, in and out. Droik, one dribble, kicks it back out. Elka again, same spot, up and in. Hitting the J. Elka adds to her name onto the scoring list for tonight. Judds might have got fouled there. And she'll go to the free throw line once again. 2 for 4, or 2 for 3 is Bradley Judds. Shizitsky called for the foul there, so that's her first one here tonight. Five for 5 is Judds. So Judds and Bonikowski getting the point totals up right now for Iola-Scandinavia. Looking for some space once again are the Cardinals. Cashing around. Pionic, she can shoot from there. Just a little too strong. Try to save it with Elka. Wasn't able to recover its Prince. Prince bounced it right into Pionic. Great defense by Maddie. And Vaughn will re-enter. Bounce past the triple team on Bonikowski, leaving some players wide open, including one right there being Katie Rosenthal. I mean, when you have a defensive scheme that goes up like that, an easy left-hander for Vaughn. Just didn't even play any defense on her at all. Picked up the dribble. Once Bonikowski hits that basketball, Pacelli tries to get a double or triple team up on her, which eventually leads to a couple players being open. We got to reach in on Rosenthal here. Today's game is brought to you by Par 4. Find so many delicious lunch and dinner options at Par 4 Bistro in Waupaca. Perfect for a night out or just a treat for the whole family. Find everything you could ask for in one roof. And only on one menu at Par 4 Bistro, Highway 54 in Waupaca. Hitting the final 3 minutes here of the first half. And what an offensive performance we have seen from the Cardinals. Player falling to the floor. A couple of players fell over after the missed shot. They all get back up. No fouls called, no whistle, and rebound for Elka. We'll see if Pacelli keeps showing off the same intensity or if they're going to slow things down here to close the half. Droik from deep, no good. Rebound, Shizitsky. She'll go to the free throw line. We had a nice little short chat with Haley discussing who the coaches of tonight's game were going to be, and she said, I'm not too sure about that. I'll have to ask them. And once that happened, I ended up going down to the co-coaches in Matt and Jane and asked who's coaching for tonight, and they both looked at each other and said, well, we're both doing that tonight. So both of them on the order, and they're doing a fantastic job keeping this team and their identity as what they are if they were under Coach Allison. Went 1 for 2 at the line. Underneath, I believe that was Heshke to get in there. Tipped out of bounds, will stay with the Cardinals. 1:54 remains. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. Enter into 3 different defenders, and you're going to have a tough time getting through there, but she might have drew the foul going up with it, so she'll go back to the line. .146 remains. It's a 24-point lead for the Pacelli Cardinals. Second one in and out. Just like the restaurant you find out west. No kickball violation. Just going to pick it up right away. Is Droik trying to find her way underneath the hoop, and tough to navigate herself from underneath that far. Couple of dribbles out. Munoz turns around, almost turned over, and still a lot of aggressiveness we're seeing from the Red. Saw keeping the ball alive there was Prince. Ball is still flying around, and it will stay with the Thunderbirds here. I mean, that ball was just moving in every single area. The only place it didn't reach was us in the seats. Munoz, under a minute to go here in this first half. Things were looking a little dicey, and a turnover. Droik trying to bring it coast to coast, and she does. 9 points for the freshman tonight. Bonikowski, bounce pass. And it's another turnover under 30 seconds to go. Elka up the floor they go. And we'll see if they hang on to the last shot here to close the half. Shazetsky sets the screen, puts it up off the pick and roll, had an opportunity. No good, falls to the ground. And she might have got called for a foul too, but Pretty light foul there. So that's Haley's second foul here tonight. A couple of Thunderbirds check in for this final 11 seconds. Today's game is brought to you by Fleet Farm. Toyland is now open at Fleet Farm with their price match plus guarantee. If you find a lower toy price, they'll beat it by 5%. Get the best price on a huge selection of toys at Fleet Farm. Nice no-look pass and a foul. This might be on a 3-ball. Katie Elka might be shooting three throws. Try to say that 5 times fast. 3 free throws. I screwed up on the first time. 4.3 to go. Got it to go. Be sure to check out all of our other games going on as well on ZaleskiSports.com. Wapaka on top of Little Chute 42-16 with 8 minutes to go in the second half. Might have said the first half on this screen there, and puts it up and in. Nice buzzer beater there from Ava Prince to close out the half, but 47-22, courtesy of 6 different Pacelli Cardinals scoring on this just fantastic offense for this number 17 ranked team here in the state. But coming up next is our halftime show. Stay tuned for that. 47-22 on Zaleski Sports. We'll be right back.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
In today's economy, it seems the value of a dollar continues to shrink, while the services offered are getting less and less. Here at Maher Water Corporation, a new high-efficiency system made by WaterCare can help ease the stress on your checkbook. We are always available to analyze and recommend one of these units. So while we can't actually make your money grow, we can make the value of what you get from Maher seem like it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza. Hands down pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce. Toppings and slices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Felt's Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
And welcome back, everybody. It's still halftime here, but just a little under 3 minutes away until we kick off things to start the second half of play. But 47-22 our score. Katie Lecton, Brendan Retzloff here for you. And just to tell you, how did we get to this point? For this 47 points offensively for the number 17 ranked Pacelli Cardinals. Well, a lot of that has to do with the fantastic play of senior number 1 Katie Vaughn scoring 15 points on the board. Following that, it was Kaylin Yenter putting 10, and then Jaden Droik, the freshman, with 9 points in the first half. Just an outstanding first half, though, from Casey Vaughn, because it's something we haven't seen from her all year long. And for her to put this together now, I mean, if she can keep it up like this Pacelli team could really become a danger coming playoff time. And especially in the Central Wisconsin South Conference, I could see this team going far and winning that conference title outright. Allman-Bancroft, to me, though, seems like they'll be their biggest challenge as we go on throughout the season. But as for Iola-Scandinavia, most of their points under Mackenzie Bonikowski scoring 10 on the board. Following that was Briley Judds with 6. And then Mai Heshke with 2 more points on the board to get Iola-Scandinavia to their 22 points. Joe Biadish, brother of elusive Tyler Biadish, both Amherst natives. Tyler Biadish, former Wisconsin Badger, offensive lineman, center for the team, now offensive lineman, center for the Dallas Cowboys, Pro Bowler. I got the chance to interview him last year. I thought that was a pretty neat experience for him, and that was when he came off of that Pro Bowl experience that he had over in Vegas. And he said it was a lot different compared to the other Pro Bowls that have been going on throughout the years, because the NFL decided to change up how they did their Pro Bowl. But this NFL season, it's been a pretty crazy one. You don't even know who's going to be that number 1 team. Right now it's looking like either the 49ers or the Ravens, and they play each other in 6 days on Christmas Day. So it should be a pretty good one there, but we're about to get back into the high school basketball action. Be sure to check out all of our games. I believe we have 13 games going on currently on Zaleski Sports here tonight. 58-25, Wapaka over Little Chute with just under 2 minutes to go in that one. Katie also had Amherst and Allman-Bancroft pulled up here, and that game was about a 4-point game. 8:25 left in the second half, and it's 44-35 in that one. But we're back underway, and leading off where they left off are the Cardinals. Droik 2 or more on the board. We'll see how much of an adjustment both of these teams made. I don't think Pacelli needs to really do much defensively, because that midcourt pressure, putting them into transition, is really helping them get a lot of their nifty and crafty work done here tonight. Currently up by 27, more than double the points of the Thunderbirds right now. Might be slowing down the pace, though. Sets the screen. Elko working off of it. Yenter kind of just hands it off, and a little bit of a lousy pass there, but nonetheless it will stay with the Cardinals. Droik inbounds. Working off of those V routes. They are, and Vaughn had a little jump stop, almost got it stolen from her. Droik, left hand to right hand, had a chance to put it back up. Now it's Yenter, just short. Droik, put back, basket. Second chance points as well, another big story for the Cardinals. Not just tonight, but I would say throughout the entire season. They're really doing a great job working off of those shots and boxing out and getting to that basketball before the opposition. Droik gets called for this one. That's her first foul here tonight. There were not that many fouls that we saw either in that first half. Only a total of 5 fouls from Pacelli in the first half, and only 3 for Iola-Scandinavia. Missed the first one. Try get the second one here is Rosenthal. 3 points tonight for the sophomore. Van Order, nice one-handed snag. Tried to bank it in, no good. Munoz, the rebound. Took it up the floor herself. Bonikowski to recover it. Might have traveled with it. No call. got away with that one. And that's a free basket there for the Thunderbirds. Munoz puts 2 in on there. Officials might have been caught sleeping there. I'm not sure how you do miss that call and fade away. Try to bank it in Yenter, and she'll go back to the free throw line. Working off of 1 free throw miss here tonight. 4 for 5 is the junior, who rocks the coolest Jordans on the floor. There might have been a little too much air in the coolest Jordans on the floor right there. We're seeing a little discussion here between the officials to see if the free throw actually counts. I didn't notice too much as to what was going on, but they're just having a short discussion here. I think they're giving her another opportunity at it. I'm not quite sure what happened, if there was an illegal substitution made by Iowa, but missed both of them. Too bad I don't have a rules analyst with me to discuss that one. Jump ball. Tie up. Possession arrow will go to Pacelli here. It was a lane violation. Beautiful pass from Vaughn. Wow. Vaughn to Droik for another deuce. Droik has all 6 points here in the second half. I was just trying to figure out earlier here what the verdict was. Might have been a kickball. But it must have had to do with one of the Iola-Scandinavia players going across a certain line or a certain kind of boundary on that first free throw that Yenter had. I thank the fellow parents and guardians for the help with that one, and Vaughn with another easy in transition off the steal basket. She's got herself a handful of steals here tonight. Bounce pass from Heschke. Long three might have been tipped and rebounded, and fighting for the ball still were Van Order and Prince, and Pacelli will have the possession here on this one. It's a 30-point lead for the Cardinals. Two Division V schools going at it here tonight. Different conferences. Pionic to get it done for 2 more. 7 different players have scored for Pacelli here tonight. So it's been a fantastic night coming from every facet for the Cardinals. Rebounded by Yenter. Whistle. Rosenthal gets called. Her second foul. Three fouls here in the second half for the Thunderbirds. Playing at a slower pace here. Getting a little nifty with it. What a dish to Pionic from Yenter. Kaylin Yenter was starting to get crafty. And then she kind of just used a hook pass, double pass out of bounds. I don't think Droik was expecting that second pass. She thought that Vaughn was going to take it up herself. And I think those are those plays there that once it comes to later on in the season, you're going to completely understand the identity of your team, where you're going to know whether she's going to pass that ball back to you or not, and just try to mix up that defender and then be able to get those extra 2 points on the board. A steal from Elka. Many, many steals tonight from the Birds, who are the Cardinals. Back up to the key. Sticking with the man defense are the Thunderbirds. And has a lane to go through here. Droik, hesitation, floater, no good. Kicked it out, tries to get her own basketball back, keeps the dribble. Nicely done. And the head coaches are clapping for that one. That was outstanding. And Yenter tries to find a seam, like a running back finding the C gap. And it's going to be another shooting foul here. Ava Prince gets called for it. I do say almost every game that Yenter has the best kicks, but I will say that Maya Munoz kicks are, I mean, those are pretty fancy too, pretty bright. I would still say that Yenter wins the battle of who's got the best kicks on. Once again, missing both of them. Very interesting there. After going 4 for 5 in the first half from the free throw line, 0 for 4 in the second half. One dribble, Bonikowski couldn't get it done. Rebound for Pionic, and Droik will lead it up the floor, and a timeout gets taken by Matt Steyert. And looks like it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll send things to a break, 59-25 on Zaleski Sports.
As a proud sponsor of Zaleski Sports, Stevens Point Brewery brings you a variety of gourmet sodas to indulge in while watching your favorite teams. Flavors include black cherry cream, kitty cocktail, mango, orange cream, vanilla cream, and root beer in regular or zero sugar. Have it as a float for the perfect post-game treat.
Welcome back, 59-25. Couple of score updates. Wapaka ended up getting the win over Little Chute 58-27. And currently it looks like Almond Bancroft is going to take this one home against Amherst 55-40 over there in Almond. 59-25 we are here. Just under 11:30 to go here in regulation. Another dime. If they got that off, my goodness. I don't even know how. That was a really amazing pass right there. And I think that might have been the dish from Elka to Pionic. Might have to go back on the track at that to look at that one, because I mean, that was a highlight reel looking pass if I've ever seen one. That was dropping a dime between two defenders. Technically, like, almost going full speed right at it. And speaking of going full speed, Kaylin Yenter goes full speed right down the block. 63-27. Working off the screen. Bounce pass to Heschke. Droik slows things down. Ionic was asking for it down at the block again. Would have had to take another amazing dime to get it off. Elka receives the pass from Van Order. Kicks it out. I love this ball movement we're seeing right now tonight from the Cardinals. A little too strong underneath was Van Order, but the idea was right there. 10 minutes to play. Thank our game day sponsors who are Franny's Family Restaurant, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto for being our sponsors for tonight, and we got plenty more ahead. Van Order sets screen, backs off of it. Still working up the top, and this is just a valiant team effort. Another beautiful pass from Yenter. She is really the queen of assists here on this team, but banks it in is Bonikowski, and timeout gets granted on the floor. Will send things to another break. It's a very big lead here in Iola-Scandinavia. We'll be back soon on Zaleski Sports.
To me, the perfect run is when things start to get tough and I'm trying to keep my pace going, and I hit this moment where I just quit thinking about what I'm doing. I've heard surgeons mention that as well, that during their best surgeries, you're kind of in just a pure flow. You know, my goal with patients is to try to help them get back to doing what they want to be doing.
$63-29, 9:08 to go. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. No matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wider range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site, look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. Pacelli just still doing an amazing job at really using their plays to try to get their players open. After that one didn't work, Iola had it red. Resets things back up top. Droik holding the ball up high so player can't reach in and try to poke it right out of her hands. Cashin doing the same thing. Backing up with it. Yenter, she now has a lane to go through. Decides to kick it out. Droik back out. And this one might have been tipped by Bonikowski. Tallest player on the floor. Mackenzie Bonikowski. The junior. I don't have a full biopic on her height or anything, but I will assure you guys that she is the tallest player. Briley Judds missing that one. That's her first free throw miss here tonight. The captain checks in for the superstar freshman. Once again, missing again, and what a rebound made by the senior. If I could guess her height, I would probably go with 5'11". Then definitely over 6 foot. Foul reaching, and it will be on Bonikowski here. Samantha Sankey checking in for Kadielka here. Cashing. Kicks it out. Sankey almost looked like she almost like found a little hole in the court or something. Just moved the feet right away right before making the dribble. Munoz over to Iserman. Another foul down towards the baseline here, so we'll have the inbound. And it will be on Sankey. Van Order checking in for Yenter, and that's probably going to be the night for Kaylin Yenter. 12 points for her, as well as a handful of assists on the board and another foul. This time looked like it might have been before the shot. That one was on Vaughn. That believe it or not, that's Vaughn's first foul of the night. Munoz just left it off the end. She's got to pass it around here, and she does. Rosenthal to take it. And out of bounds it goes. It's another turnover for the Thunderbirds. They've just had too many of those tonight to really be able to get close to how Pacelli's performing in this game. For a team averaging 50.3 points a game, right now it's 63 on the board. Most points scored was 70, and that was back against Tri-County last week. Van Order, dribble drive penetration. Van Order's got 6 points here tonight. Van Order averages around 10 points per game. Third place on the team in average scoring. And nice roll in there for number 5 in Briley Judds. Just hit their points per game total average is Iola-Scandinavia. 31.3 is the average, but obviously you can't get tenths of points. If you could, this game would be a very weird sport. Bonikowski just using her body to get by. And Shizetsky gets called for her third foul here. High arcing free throw, left it short. Just hit 8:30 here in Central Wisconsin. Today's game's brought to you by Feltz Dairy. The culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. Tipped out of bounds will stay with Pacelli. Our game's also brought to you by Maher Water. We all depend on our water, so let Maher Water Corporation ensure you and your family are in the right hands for clean water. Learn more at maherwater.com. Spin move from Van Order, kicks it out. Vaughn. Sankey. Cashin hands it off. Worked around on the fly route. I loved doing that route back in middle school and high school. And couldn't get there in time, and it's unnecessary turnover there from Pacelli as we're reaching those winding minutes here in Iola. Munoz lost it off of her foot. Sankey able to get it off the turnover. And here goes Vaughn. Work it back. 2 players open down low and couldn't finish it off. Was Shizetsky. Big thud on the floor. Ball will stay with the Thunderbirds. And Cindy Kruger will now check in. So she'll get her first play time here tonight. Turns it over. Nice bounce pass. Working it into the paint. No good was Van Order. Rebound for Bonikowski. Under 4 minutes to go. Wide open. Easy basket for Macy Heschke. Someone missed their defensive position there. It's a good thing, though, to see the backups for the team get some more play time. It's always a great thing to see as a head coach of a team when you get to see all of your players play. Pacelli still had 7 different players scoring the basketball. Maybe Cash and Sankey or Kruger will be able to get a basket up there on the board, and I'm sure all of their teammates would love to see that happen. Munoz, high drive. That ball is about 15, 16 feet in the air at its apex. Just very, very high. 2:53 to go. Shoot a Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shoot a Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. Our game's also sponsored by Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat yourself and the whole family to a breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. High pass, out of bounds, just missed it. Timing a little bit off between Van Order and Vaughn here tonight. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Also by SC Swiderski, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Pionik has 8 points here in the second half. She's got 13 tonight. Freshman value is what this Pacelli team has. Combined with their freshmen, I want to say it's a total of 27 points on the board. Took me a while to get the math done there. 27 out of the 67 points from their first-year players. I mean, that's something you don't really see that often from any kind of sports team when it comes to freshman production. When you got your freshmen producing more than a third of your team's points per game, you know you're doing something right as a team. Putting some more points on the board, though, is Maya Munoz. She's got 6 tonight. 36-67, just under 2 minutes remain in the ball game. Sankey spinning around and trying to find a little seam to get into, and she might have traveled with it here. Tough spot to be in right there. But today's game is also brought to you by Staub. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Just lost the handles. Ball getting a little bit out of control here. Regaining that control back is Prince. Prince bounce pass to Munoz. Munoz, another fader into, and a really high shot taken there by Judds, and they're kind of laughing that one off as it went well over the backboard. Just under a minute now, and we will close the night with the Nasonville Dairy post-game show, where we'll likely have our player of the game be Casey Vaughn and our two co-coaches for tonight, and Matt Steyer and Jane Elliott. Hopefully Coach Emily gets better for the next time that we end up meeting. Coach, if you're watching, get well soon. Hopefully you feel better. 3-ball from Kruger, in and out. Would have been 8 different Cardinals to put points on the board. Bonikowski. Actually, that was Weinrez with the and 1. Weinrez with 4 points here tonight. Trying to finish with an and 1 in the final 17 seconds. Turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Home Furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. No good. Van Order gets the rebound. Still playing with a lot of enthusiasm and aggressiveness. Final 10 seconds to go, and Pacelli's hanging on to it. Kicking it back. Van Order, she's just going to hang on to it and let the clock run out, and that will do it. Here in Iola-Scandinavia, the Pacelli Cardinals end up winning this one to extend their win streak to 5 games in a row. And next for them, I believe they have their invite coming up. 67-38 is the final score. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or visit NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll be right back.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Brendan Retzloff joined alongside our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Casey Vaughn. Casey, you played an outstanding game tonight. It was a lot different compared to all the games that you've played early on in the season. What kind of was different for you tonight?
I think, well, a lot of them were fast breaks, and definitely my game is more of a defensive game than an offensive game. And I think what was different was that I finally have been getting the time in basketball. I was able to finally hit a three. So I'm not much of a shooter, but I think it's coming along.
And I could tell early on in the season you weren't much of a shooter. You were all about passing it to your teammates, being that defensive player. You also had a bunch of steals in this game too, but the 17 points, you mentioning you hitting that three-pointer, that really got the momentum going for you guys. What is it with this team right now? Almost being you guys are in mid-season form, just ready to dominate all your opponents.
We're very supportive of each other and always pushing each other. I think it's definitely support. We're always positive to each other. There's no headbutting on this team at all.
And I can tell that you being the captain of this team, I think one of the only seniors, you and also Sydney being the seniors on this team, but to be the starter, to be able to carry all of that for your team, what does it mean to have that value, to be known as someone who's a captain of a team that last year, you guys had it tough, but this year things are just really going?
Mm-hmm. It feels great. It's a great way to end my high school season, and I'm really happy with the team that I get to finish it with.
Yeah, for sure. And then coming up next, I think you guys have Edgar at first in your Century Classic. That one going to be after Christmas. So what are you looking forward to going into that one?
The Century Classic has never been my favorite, but but I'm looking for a win in the Century Classic because throughout my high school career, COVID freshman year, so we didn't have Century Classic, but we haven't been able to win a game in Century Classic, so this is the year.
It seems like this could be the year, and I'll wish you a happy holidays and Merry Christmas, and I'll put you in the highlight house.
Okay. I'm Casey Vaughn, and I'm in the house.
Congratulations. Yeah. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us here on Zaleski Sports as Jaden Zdroik entering the camera shot, but final score in this one, 67-36. Pacelli looking dominant, 5 straight wins on the year. And, things are just going to continue to impress. Like Casey alluded to, a Century Classic coming up for them, coming up for us will be, we're not going to see you guys until a few days from now. So, Brendan Retzloff and Katie Lechten signing off. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you guys next time on Zaleski Sports.